Good morning, everybody. It is exactly 10 o'clock, and we will begin our session Introduction to CFD for Engineer. And thank you for all students, faculty of Siagarh College of Engineering, Lonavala. They have organized this session for students. Let's see the case study. The example of case study is one kind of feeling you will get that how to simulate. So it is a heat sink problem. Now you can see the bottom part. It is heat sink made of aluminium. Sorry, and it can be used to simulate in this full domain. This outer part is made of bakelite, and in experimentation we used to place sensors here to measure what is the temperature of inlet and outlet. Okay, so fluid will move from one side to another side, and that fluid will pass through these channels. Okay, and if you are willing to simulate such kind of problem, what we have to do? So being a CFD engineer, whether I will going to select this assembly model, it is assembly with different sensors attached already, or second part which is only a workpiece. Okay, that I have to decide, because a CAD engineer can give you a big drawing to you, but as a CFD engineer it is your duty what kind of domain I want to simulate, what kind of result I want. That question if we ask ourselves, then definitely you try to look at the geometry and you can say that yes, I do not require the manifold, so I will take only this part. And when I decide this part, again second question, whether the additional wall thickness is required for you. We need to ask ourselves. If it is not required, we can remove the additional wall thickness and you can keep the channels only, so that you can easily apply the boundary condition, meshing, modeling, numerical models, and you can solve. So our input is, there are 5 parallel channels. Width of channel is 1.2 mm. Height of the channel is 5 mm. Spacing between the two channel, which is nothing but the wall thickness, solid wall, that is 1.2, and the heat sink, that is 15 mm into 15 mm into 11 mm. So 15 mm it is the length, 15 mm it is the height, sorry, width, and 11 mm is the height. Okay, as you can see, the height of the channel is 5 mm. Remaining 6 mm it is up to this wall. Okay, the bottom wall I do not require, where heater used to place, so I have removed that part. Let's see. And again we need to select this, carried out these 3 steps: pre-processing, geometry, meshing. So why I have again repeating? Because once you finish this lecture, at least you should know that in CFD there are 3 steps: pre-processing, solver, post-processing. Pre-processing, solver, post-processing, so that it will be very useful. So what we do in a pre-processing, now you can see it is my actual diagram, and I have, while simulation, I have created only the channels and the height of the heat sink, that is 11 mm, 15 mm and 15 mm, and I have created this drawing by creating points. I have joined that points with line, and once I will get line, then I have created surface, and once I will have a surface, I can create volume, and like this you can see this figure, it is creation of volume. And once I will get my drawing, then I can use that drawing for meshing tetrahedral mesh I have used in this particular simulation. So students, you can see it is very easy. You can draw with simple line, you can create curve, from point you can create curve, then from curve you can create surface, and from surface you can create volume. Once you have volume, you can mesh it. So it is pre-processing. Then when we go for Fluent, that is solver part, the first step, that is import mesh. Okay, so for that purpose what you have to do, you can go for generalize file and say read mesh. Okay, mesh will get inside, and there are general setup. You can see this is the first view, general setup, where few things one need to do. We need to ask ourselves that whether we are using this simulation for sorry, for steady state or transient, that one need to define. Next, we need to scale it. Why it is required scaling, one need to understand that. Once we create our drawing in any kind of software, when we import that drawing with a mesh drawing, mesh inside the solver, that is Fluent, then Fluent's default setting in a dimension, that is meters. If you created dimensions in mm, say 10 mm, 20 mm, default when you import your mesh, if you click on scale, default it will show dimension in a meter, 5 meter, but actual drawing is not 5 meter. So if you click on scale, mesh was created in mm, centimeter, that you need to define. So that is important of scaling. Next, let us check mesh. Again, when you return your mesh file and imported, this is one button where it check whether that mesh is proper or not. If there is some error, it can show the error. If you find some error, go again to pre-processing, do your meshing again, and then come to Fluent or solver part. So that is nothing but checking. You can report quality, you can display screen or display your mesh also. So it is one of the general setup used to do in Fluent. Then go for next is material. We need to select material, as you can see here. Before material there is a model. In model there are n number of model, just like energy, viscous, then multi-phase, heat transfer, radiation, species, discrete phase, solidification and melting, and acoustic. So these are the different model available in Fluent, so that one can use this model as depending on application. Okay, so it is about general setup, then model. We will move further, and model we have, it is just if you double click to energy, such type of window will come. You can tick it and say OK, and then energy equation will be on. Then how to import the material. Default there is a air and aluminum. Air is fluid and aluminum is solid. If you click the material, double click the air, then create and edit material point will open. Go for material point, select fluid, and you can easily take the fluid from the material list. So here I have selected water as a liquid. Okay, so likewise you can import different material in solver. Next part, what should be the cell zone condition? It means cell zone condition is in the beginning. what should be the initial condition of all elements, what is inside that. So zone name, that is a fluid, and instead of water there is air, instead of air there is a water in fluid zone. So it is about the primary condition, that is cell zone condition, before going for boundary condition, and it is one of the important step which is to decide that what type of inlet will be there. So if you click at inlet, from inlet you can see here velocity is given and pressure is also given, so you can use. And if you are solving any kind of thermal problem, then you can, if you click on thermal, it will ask the temperatures, it will ask heat transfer coefficient, and many more options are there in thermal. Then radiation, species, if there is a species transfer, multi-phase, discrete phase modeling, user defined function, if it is there you can also select that part, but right now it is velocity inlet only. Then a source, I am giving the heat flux to my heat sink, so it is a heat flux, my material is aluminum, and heat flux is given by 44,444, that is watt per meter square, and say OK. Then it is a reference value, say inlet, and that inlet is nothing but the fluid. Okay, so that you need to define. Then solution methods, these are the solution method standard. Okay, that solution methods के बाद then there is a solution control. Solution control in which there is a relaxation factor, at how much iteration one need to go, that it is decide. So pressure 0.3 and momentum 0.7, you can say, energy 1. So it is a default options, default setting is there, so I have not make any kind of changes in a default setting. Then solution control, solution initialization. In solution initialization you need to define that from where we need to start. So you can compute from inlet. If you click here, then you can get the list of your surfaces, say inlet, and click on initialize. Once you click initialize, go for run calculation. So this window of run calculation will be available, and this window of run calculation can be solved up to the number of iteration 1000. I have given 10,000, but when it will stop, when the solution get converge, at that time it will stop. So here you can see I have taken the example, the iterative methods. When such message will come, that is the calculation complete, then you can say OK and go for file, write case and data file. So if you go click file, case and data file, then you can save that simulation so that you can see the results, what kind of result we got from the simulation. That kind of things you can do. These are the, when you import your results in post processing part. So post processing is used to see the result on plane, line. Even you can have a video of simulation how the streamlines goes from inlet to outlet. You can create, for that purpose you can create line, plane, isosurface to see the results. Okay, so kindly share your questions in a chat box so that our coordinators Professor Sagar Wankhede sir will share with me, and let's see what kind of things we can do we can see such kind of channels. Okay, in post processing we can take a plane like this cut section, and once we take this cut section, then you can see different properties. It is pressure contour. At inlet you can see it is a maximum pressure 6.7 Pascal, and when it travel from the inlet to outlet of the channel, so there is zero gauge pressure, that is ambient condition I have mentioned. Okay, then you can see the temperature contours because it is related to heat transfer. So most of peoples are very much interested what kind of temperature change is there. You can see at the base it is red hot, and slowly its temperature, whatever the temperature outlet of the fluid, we will get it by this image. Then you can see this image temperature contour at inlet and outlet. Then you can create lines which start from one point to at inlet and outlet, and you will get a plot of this temperature profile along the length. X is along the length and Y is the temperature, and you can export, dear friends, it is a very nice you can say facility. You can export this temperature profile in Excel also, so that in Excel you can do any kind of mathematical operation, you can do it. So it is about post processing. So it's all from my side. Thank you.